Hello there everyone, and welcome back to the American Civil War. So, we've taken Richmond, Virginia, we've retaken Kentucky, we had a bit of a mishap in Mississippi, but our army is ready to go. Oh yeah, I forgot. The cavalry force moved in and took New Mexico. So that's good. And you know what? Let's go ahead and end turn and see what transpires. Confederates seem to be pulling in quite a lot of troops. Why the hell do they want Maryland? Ulysses S. Grant emerges. Something the dark side, something complete. Yes. He has already been fighting a bit. Not that good though, but not necessarily due to him or of my bad leading. We got quite a few Confederates coming in all over the place. I'm thinking if I should go and attack this one first, push them out of the way, or if I should go directly for the capital. Anyways, we're gonna move over there because I can't move. I couldn't move. I wouldn't reach them directly, so we'll move in between. We have this Confederate force. There's burning stuff behind us. We have taken up this. Is the army ready? Yes, the army is ready to move. Yes, sir. And this army will continue its route towards Chamberlain. Although we need to push those guys out of the way. While McClellan... Actually, we need a force to hold down this place. Right now the army stands for 18 and it only barely gets 0 here, so... Thing is, what we should do is, this does not give that much repression. It gives us the opportunity to recruit better troops, but we're actually gonna tear this down and build some other governmental buildings, and we're going to need just some militia to hold them in place. Quite a few, I think, to be able to continue our march down south. I actually found the village that sprouted up last time, and it's over here, and I've decided to build a coaching inn. And now we're gonna build next level of it, and I've got tons of farms and stuff that I need to build, and just in case, because we got the Indians out there and they seem to be taking over the entirety of the English territory. Just in case, if that Indian rebellion spreads further, I want to be ready with at least some men in most of these outlying regions. Well, let's take a look here if I can actually move these guys out. No, if I exempt them from tax. I can actually. And then we should head directly for this here part of Texas, and then down to Nashville, and then on to Lower Texas. And now we can see about actually trying to buy back this place from the Dutch. Anyways, let's go ahead and end turn, shall we? Confederates bringing up a lot of troops here. The only real resistance is the ones... Oh, they moved away the larger part of their force. McClellan versus Scott. In Washington, the surging popularity of General George McClellan helps prompt him to challenge his superior, the legendary General Winfield Scott. The generals' disagreement over strategy became more public, and since nearly 40 years separated the two men, age was a factor. The disagreement spilled into President Lincoln's cabinet and eventually involved Lincoln himself. Right, now we got men, so hopefully we should be able to move. Let's retake the farm. Start building this place, and we'll move over. Well, since Maryland is no longer a province, oh crap, that's a lot of unhappiness here. It is the capital, it is the foreign capital though, so I guess we can't move out yet. We'll have these guys we'll have to station our men in there now. We'll have to wait quite a while. Maybe I shouldn't have moved them before actually building up the infrastructure there. Let's expand on the railroad there to get the troops quicker up. Did we have... Who do we have here? James Stewart and George Pickett have come up. We will move up here. We'll hold a bit and we'll see what the enemy will actually do. At the same time, I do believe the cavalry needs to continue its march. And need to strengthen some of the borders here. Another unit here. And then we don't have anything there. So 2 men over there. This should be enough. Right now, of course, we don't want to get the British involved on the side of the Confederacy, so we're not going to touch Canada until after our main struggle is taken care of. Confederates move around me to surround me. Move around me to surround me. Once again, the powers of Europe wants to lay their hands on Maryland for some reason. Federal disaster at Bluff. Late this month, Federal General McClellan ordered a major reconnaissance near Lynchburg, Virginia, which held important ferry points on the Potomac River. The force was commanded by Brigadier General Charles Stone, who led his men across the river at Bluff, a steep ridge on the Potomac south bank. As Stone troops crossed, the Confederate in the area attacked. The Federals tried withdrawing, but their boats were swamped, and many were shot or drowning while trying to swim back across the river. The Federal had suffered another humiliating defeat. But we're gonna press on to attack the town. Maybe they'll swarm us, but that's what we'll have to deal with. The cavalry moves in, and we actually meet the first sort of resistance here. I will demand the surrender. The surrender is refused. And you know what? Let's play this battle. Custer, charge your horsemen! Let's see how this goes. I'd hoped that my cavalry force wouldn't actually run into anything. It would be more like them mopping up regions that the enemy did not think to put men in. And as we can see, they haven't put a lot of them. And we do have the upper hand because we have cannons. The enemy don't have any cannons, and so we should be victorious as long as my men will hold. Right, here we have it. It's a foggy little town there on the hill. Let's see, where do I have my horse-drawn artillery? Right, we will have, I think, let's see, here we got, oh, we got a nice hill here we can deploy this battery on, and oh, we got another one over here where we can deploy. Let's see what kind of range we get. I want to be able to get my shells quite far into town. And then we'll split the force up. We'll have Custer with his own men over here. I think they all look the same, so there's probably no difference in between the different units. Yeah. Except the Windettes, maybe. Nope. There's no difference. And Windettes will be in the center, and then these Dragoons will be on this side, and Bob's your uncle. Okay, so here we have the Confederates. And we have 2 units stationed back here. The cannons start to roar. And it's time. Actually, we need to pull back to put our horses in a safe place before we dismount them. Since the enemy has deployed all the forces over there, the Vindettes will hold, but the Dragoons... the Dragoons are sort of on the wrong side of the cannons there. They have to move up a bit before they move in to dismount. Or move where I can sort of give them an order without them getting shot to pieces. Now they can move over. We'll leave the cannons unattended for a while. These guys will move back. So they have moved back. Dismount! Custer's Cavalry! We need one on each side of the cannons. You will move up, take position right there. Shelling the bastards with round shot. Custer's back here. Keeping an eye on what's going on. The enemy force have this strong position here, so not too fussed about attacking them. Actually, we need to move these cannons. We're not getting anywhere that way. I was hoping the Confederates would attack us. My cannons are not doing as much damage as I thought, and I'm pretty sure the cavalry is actually quite lousy at fighting. You will hold here, and then you will dismount and ready to move on the enemy. But first we need to relocate the second battery. The Vindettes. We have a large area to move on this side of the hill because I don't want to go through town with my troops. Dragoons! Dismount! Get this artillery over here, quickly! We'll concentrate fire on the Confederates. The Confederates are trying to get through there. If we can get up, we can fire upon them as they try to move through there. Get up there, cavalry boys! We need to pull these guys down as well if we're going to start this fight. And these guys need to come up right about there. These guys ready to fire? Fire! Not doing too well. Oh, the cannon's coming way too close there. This one will stay, and this one will just hold enough for the cannons to set up position there. Okay, you're gonna have to target that unit right there, because the cavalry won't be able to deal with that unit on their own. So we got fire from there, we're gonna come fire from there, and now we got fire from this side. These guys are starting to take some casualties, but is from very poor Confederate position. Except this one. This one's gonna wreck our shit if we don't get situated. Are we in range of... No, they're not within canister range. Let's move up to the edge of the forest and fire from there. The guys on the flank... No, we can't move this one up because they've got a strong position behind there. Come on, get those cannons ready. These guys should be able to be within canister range, shouldn't they? So we can spray them. We sure are. Okay. Mount up, boys. Cannons, wait until the guys fall back. Okay, kind of strange. Get back on your horses now! Release! Fire those damned guns! Was that all? There we go. Now the canister is flying. We're giving good fire on this unit. Then mount up again. Let's move them over to the side. We got the... Where the hell is the vignettes? They're over here. Right, I want you to be ready to move around the flank there. Nice, we're spraying these guys like crazy. And Confederates over there are suffering on the load of canister flying in their way. That unit is not going to stand for much longer, is it? It's lost more than half of its men. They're retreating! But now this one finds itself kind of in a pickle over there. It will fall back into the midst of the forest. And we'll see what the enemy does. And these guys will dismount once again, hopefully dragging these guys close in so we can fire, get the cannons to fire upon them. The vignettes move. Move up next to the cannons. Okay, these guys are pursuing. Keep up the fire. We need these guys to move up now to aid in this struggle. They're in the forest, so that should cover them quite a bit. Come on, cavalry boys. Hold right there. You guys get a bit closer. Hold right there and start firing. Vignettes. We got a state militia over there. We want one of the vignettes to move up here, take up position behind that fence. And the second one will move into the forest here, take up a position here somewhere to flank these guys. We got a fight going on here. Canister being put into these guys as they fight it out with the dragoons. These guys ready. Dismount. Dismount. That's bad. They moved out of the range of the canister now, I think. We'll pull these back a bit, see if the Confederates will follow. His unit's starting to give up. We got one coming in possibly to reinforce. Did we have a fence here? No, we didn't. I thought it was. There it is. No. Okay, so it's not, sort of not in the forest. Move up. Ready to shoot at the Confederates. Repositioning means that these two can actually pull up, get in closer. You have moved, yeah. And I want you guys to get up to that fence, start firing on those militiamen. I managed to trick the Confederates to come closer to us. And the canister should be able to spray them, maybe. Because this unit can't handle all of them on their own. Yes, we got the Confederates running. Target the next unit. You guys need to move up. You should get in the forest and behind, actually get all the way up behind the cover. Good shots coming in here. Probably need to move these guys up a bit. This one as well. How's it going over here? I bet this is not going to go too well in the long run. They do get cover by the fence, but we're starting to run out of shots as well for the units that have been in battle for quite a while now. We can't just start shelling them with round shot then. Let's see these guys down here. They should be ready soon to start firing. They're getting quite a bit of fire. Come on, return fire, damn you. Come on, start firing. You're losing tons of men. Start firing already. There we go. They're getting flank shot by that unit though. And they're soon out of bullets. Fall back. This one just lost a ton of men. Yeah, this is not going. Fall back. Fall back. Custer's cavalry is out of shot. Fall back. Fall back. We gotta charge him with our swords. Hopefully they come close. We can spray them a bit with canister. Everyone, get back on your horses now. Oh, we broke some of the logs. The dragoons are ready, but they can't get through the logs, so move up through there. These guys not ready yet. Why aren't you back on your horses yet? I told you. And now you got multiple units on you. Fall back towards the hill. And once there, we'll gather up for a massive cavalry charge. You guys ready? Yes. Both dragoons are ready. Hurry up, Vindettes. Actually hit that unit. That unit hasn't been taking that much damage. Let's see. That should have hit quite well. Unless it hits low or... It's actually not killing anyone, is it? Fire round shot then. Get over here, Vindettes. Then Vindettes. We'll sit over there. Get on your stupid horses. Custer's guys are ready. Let's see what the Confederates are planning. Speed is up a bit. Custer's men will lead. The dragoons will follow behind. Or I guess everyone's dragoon, but just to separate the different units. I think these guys are falling back to their original hiding spot. I'm not entirely sure where these guys are going. We're gonna start this off quite soon. Let's get going. We'll hold fire here. Actually, what we'll do is we'll turn canister on. And same for these guys. Because I bet they might be going in to attack us that way. Here comes the cavalry. hundreds of men. Quite a few horses here that don't have any riders. These guys will turn. These guys will continue towards that one. Mundets will actually back here. Custer will follow these guys, because those are the ones that really need Custer support. Charge! Custer's cavalry! These guys are the ones that are gonna have problem because they're charging an entrenched position. Fire! Charge! And then Custer jumps in as well. These guys have dealt. Sound the charge! So just make sure that Custer doesn't die here. The enemy has been beaten. The enemy did get one volley off, but we have about, what, 400 cavalrymen coming charging at them, or 350 or something like that. And we are victorious. The enemy has been beaten, I think. No, wait. There's a unit as well. Completely missed this one. Charge! Actually, Custer should probably not be in the front. We don't want to lose Custer, do we? No? What? Alan Woodson. We lost Alan Woodson. We didn't lose Custer. Strange. This unit will probably hold a lot better since they got 2 chevrons, but it's still a actually it's a regiment of foot. It's a normal unit. They fixed their bayonets as well. Yeah, they're not breaking as easy as the others. We need everyone over here. Now they're starting to waver. There we go. Custer is victorious. He has taken the field. There never was a time when, in my opinion, some way could not be found to prevent the drawing of swords. We lost 300 men, 800, about 900 remaining, and the enemy lost their entire force. And we now hold 2/3 of Texas. If you add in the areas that are being held by our allies. Actually, we don't. Yeah, actually, we need them for a while, but We don't want to possibly arm our enemies, so we'll probably tear those depots down, confiscate all the arms to secure the prolonged or successful continuation of the federal government or the federal force. Let's go ahead and continue on. Oh yeah, I was supposed to guard Virginia. Crap. We're looking at a possible revolt in Virginia. We need 7 more units to hold it down. As I recall, I think it said in the normal empire that like dragoons were good to keep down, but I'm not entirely sure if they actually gained, if there was a bonus to repression. But otherwise we can send in some dragoons to hold down Richmond and shoot down all the rebels that try to go against us. We make a lot of cash by trade, 9,000 for the United States. As far as I can see, the Confederates have no trade. Do they have trade with anyone? Let's see. The Confederate States have no trade whatsoever. So maybe that's why we're not seeing that many many troops. Anyways, I think this will be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.